IELTS Writing Task 2. Ideas. In this video, we're going to look solely at IELTS Writing Task 2 and ideas for globalization. Okay, this is a common topic on the writing task paper. It's one of about 12 topics ranging from transport to health to education to law and crime. And what we're going to do is look at about 20 different questions, and I'll give you ideas on how I would write my essay on that topic. Okay, in particular that question. So we're going to go fast. If you want, write down the questions, write down the answers, and yeah, you could even build an essay around the questions afterwards. Okay, and around your notes, which would probably be a good way to practice. Let's get started. Some people believe that the most important aspect of their job is their salary. Others think that the job itself is the most important. What do you think is the most important aspect of a job? Right then. So, look, we can see in this question that this is more or less a distraction. Okay, the first two sentences. Here is what you're going to get points for. What do you think is the most important aspect of a job? Okay, and then we've got the standard specific details examples to support your choice. Now, I'm not going to ignore these totally, but I'm going to use them as guidance. Okay, so let's see. Let's do a 4-paragraph essay, introduction, in which case I'll just rephrase this. Then I'm going to do body paragraph 1. What do I need for body paragraph 1? I need an idea to build my essay around. So I'm going to say that the actual job is the most important. Paragraph 1. Paragraph 2, salary isn't important because the more money you get, the less valuable it is. Okay? Those are my ideas, and then I'll just think of an example. A recent study by Harvard showed that received salary does not equal, the higher the wage does not equal the higher the job satisfaction, or something like that. Okay, and then I'd finish with a conclusion. That would be my essay. So I'll just recap. Paragraph 1, introduction. Paragraph 2, the job itself is the most important. The skills, what you learn, the people you work with. Number 2, salary is important, but not that important, because studies show that the higher the salary does not necessarily mean the higher the job satisfaction. Then conclusion, and then band 9. Let's carry on. Many people say that globalization was the growing number of multinational companies have a negative effect on the environment. To what extent do you agree or disagree? Okay, easy. I totally agree. Okay, totally agree that they have a negative effect on the environment. Let's see, introduction, rephrase the question. Body paragraph 1, certain industries, especially related to natural resources such as mining, fossil fuel extraction, and logging. Okay, the more resources taken, the higher the profit. Profit is the sole objective of the company, so there is a negative correlation or a negative effect there. Okay, body paragraph 1, and I'll put an example in there. Body paragraph 2 would be, furthermore, the government almost encourage multinational activity and invite large companies to come in and hire the local population, and sometimes to induce the company to stay, they can offer relaxed regulation, which is in the interest of the company. For example, Shell in Nigeria, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Conclusion. Undoubtedly, the most common case is the more multinationals extracting natural resources in a country, the more a country is damaged. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's my rough essay. Let's carry on. Why do you think social skills are now being emphasized by companies during the recruitment process? Very easy. Okay, so introduction. Social skills, IT skills, salary, negotiation skills are all abilities in demand by companies in the modern economy. This essay, blah, blah, blah. And then paragraph 1, social skills are undoubtedly being sought after. This is because a more harmonious working environment can lead to better job satisfaction, which can lead to employee retention. Wow, did you get all those collocations there? That's a massive, like, ching, 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 ching for points. Okay, then I'd give an example to support that. Then I'd close that paragraph. Body paragraph 2. Furthermore, because I'm going to stick with this argument, I'm going to say furthermore, social skills, and then I'm just going to invent something here. Okay, I'm going to say something like employees. It has been noted that employees with advanced social skills often are more profitable for the company. This is most likely due to the increased ability for closing sales and negotiating higher contracts or better contracts with suppliers. Okay, a recent study by Cambridge has shown blah, blah, blah. Conclusion. Rephrase the question. Social skills are undoubtedly the most valuable abilities for a company to attain, and this is most likely the reason why they are sought after in the recruitment process. Okay, easy. And the reason I can do this is because I've got a mind full of ideas, and plus, when I was making my sentence guide course, I was doing about 20 of these every single day. So let's carry on. In today's very competitive world, a worker has to possess multiple skills to succeed. Among the skills that a worker should possess, which skill do you think is more important, social skills or good qualifications? Okay, total reverse of the last question. I'm just going to say good qualifications, and then I'm going to say good qualifications for body paragraph 1, because this is a solid and neutral indication of a worker's ability, whereas social skills are more subjective and qualitative. Wow, look at this vocabulary. Body paragraph 2, good qualifications are better because they are impossible to fake or very difficult to fake, and they often lead to better quality of staff because they deliver technical skills such as accounting, dentistry, or ophthalmology, something like that. Okay, and then an example to prove your point, and then a conclusion to finish off. Okay, let's carry on. Wow. Do you think businesses should hire employees who will spend their entire lives working for the company? I totally agree, because it's going to be cheaper for the company. It's going to be more secure for the employee, and it's going to increase revenue for the company because they will get an employee who has more knowledge of the company due to the time they've been there. Okay, then an example, body paragraph 2. I totally agree. Because, let's see, because the increase in stability for the employee and for the company will allow them to increase their ability for long-term planning, and they can make investments with the knowledge that their staff are going to be there. And the family can plan long-term, buy a house and settle in a community, for example, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And I could have gone totally the opposite way as well. I could have said I could disagree, and I could say employees get too comfortable, they get lazy, and they don't invest in their skills because they know that they've got a guaranteed job, and this is detrimental for the company. And I disagree again in paragraph 2 because there is, what else? I could say that with modern government legislation, especially in the West, the longer an employee is in a company, the higher the wage, regardless of the increased or decreased value the employee offers. Okay, that's a little bit more complex, and I might be shooting myself in the foot by getting too complex, but I just wanted to show that you could have argued both ways in this one. So, okay, this is a similar one. I'm just going to skip it because we've done more. Last 2, and then we're finished. Do you think that people who work online at home are more productive than office workers, or the other way around? I'm going to say yes, they're more productive because they're in a more comfortable environment. They've got more flexibility and more freedom, and they are happier. Number 2, body paragraph number 2, I would say they are more productive because they can organize themselves, and they feel more grateful for their job because they are their own bosses. And recent studies by Cambridge University have shown those who are in control of their own time and destiny are much more likely to manage it with greater effectiveness. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, last one. Many countries now face an economic downturn, so it's better for each country to focus on its own problems rather than helping other countries. Totally agree with this. I'm just going to go for the easiest one that comes into my mind. A country has to sort out its own house before it can start organizing other houses. And then I would just say that, for example, Britain has many communities that are very poor, and it seems crazy that they are spending money in other countries trying to help those when there's serious problems in poor communities in the north. Okay, something like that. Body paragraph 2, I would say, furthermore, if the country with poor economic regions is helping itself, in the future it will be a wealthier country, so it can help the poorer countries more effectively. For example, blah, 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 blah. Okay, for example, recent communities in the north of England have been helped significantly by government investment. Now these communities are very prosperous and are producing money for the government, which it can now send, or could now possibly send, to poorer regions in the world. Something like that. Okay, so this is how I teach. It's not how I teach, I'm just giving you ideas, okay? But in the sentence guide course, we have a whole exercise dedicated to this, and you'll get feedback from the students. So if this is an area that is causing you problems, then have a look at sentenceguide.com. Also, if you go to IELTSPodcast.com/sign, okay, the address is here, but you can get a free ebook, and in the ebook you've got 240 questions, task 2 questions, and work through them, and you can do the exercises like I've been doing. Okay, if you want to get your essay corrected, you can go to this address, or if you just want to get started ASAP, then you can go to sentenceguide.com and have a look at the course. Okay, but don't worry, you're not alone in this. We can do it, and yeah, get in contact and we can help you pass IELTS. All the best and have a great day.